whatever the appointment was, you felt it was important for her to have it booked, and you love your wife and you handle it. I give a fuck how mad she is.
Well, hopefully it's going to be short. So my wife needed to schedule an appointment for herself, and she hasn't done that. So when I took the lead and actually did it for her, she got mad at me and said that I'm a control freak. And, she said, I can do it myself. I don't need your help. A little bit of context to that is, she asked me, hey, when can I schedule this appointment? I said, schedule the appointment. Let me know when it is. I'll make sure that, I'm home so you can go to the appointment. And she said, no, give me your schedule so I know when I can schedule it. And I said, my schedule is flexible. I'm kind of, I make my own hours. So if you need to be there like at noon or whatever, I'll be home watching the kids so you can go to your appointment. So it went back and forth. And then when I decided, hey, I'll schedule the appointment, and I said, hey, I scheduled the appointment. It's going to be at this time, this day. She got mad at me. It's like, it's out of my business. You're being a control freak now. I can do it on my own. So it kind of like trying to figure out how to navigate something like that where, she's stalling because she doesn't, I guess, believe me that I'll make it in time for her to go to her appointment. But then when I took initiative to actually do it, to show her that, hey, this is what they had, this is what they gave me, and it will we'll make it work. So
I think it's kind of like, I don't know what the appointment is. So there's two ways to look at this. Sometimes there'll be appointments you shouldn't do for your wife. I mean, I wouldn't plan my wife's workout classes, but I know I need to be home for the kids if the nanny's not here. You know what I mean? So like potentially, but otherwise, look at it like the thing with Jeff earlier, right? She's mad because she needed the appointment done, and it does affect your calendar, and you booked it. Man, this is like us picking something for dinner too. Sometimes they get pissed off for a little while, and then they realize they can count on you, right?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't really stress about it too much. Just handle it. Just call that rejection again, and just handle it like a lord, right? Keep showing up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good.
All right. Thanks.
She also is going to call you a control freak right now because of where she's at, right? She's talking about changing the whole dynamic of the relationship. So what is that? It's taking control. So any any decisions that you make, she could be gaslighting you and talking about how you're a control freak, you're manipulating her, all this stuff. Jeff's wife does that too, right? It's not gaslighting. Whatever the appointment was, you felt it was important for her to have it booked, and you love your wife and you handle it. I give a fuck how mad she is.
Yeah, it was a medical appointment that she needed to book months ago, so
I fucking definitely would have handled it then. Fucking, I care about my wife. You know what I'm saying? So, or I would have held her accountable, talked to her about it. There's lots of ways I could have gone, but you know what I mean?